If I had to start Shopify dropshipping from scratch in 2025, I know exactly what I would do. In fact, with this strategy, it wouldn't even be hard. Now the thing is, all the how to start dropshipping videos have three things in common. They are designed assuming the viewer is a complete idiot. I mean, it sounds like they're lecturing a child. And two, they're sold out to 50 sponsors, so in order for you just to get started, you have to sign up to a million different things. And worst of all, they're surface level. Sure, you might be able to start up your store, but you'll make 0 sales. So today, there is no catch. There's just a goal to make the best guide on how to start dropshipping in 2025, because I know you're tired of surface level information. Things you already know, or to be honest, complete bullshit from other YouTube channels who were started because the owner of the channel realized that dropshipping was too hard for him and that he'd be better off selling a dream. So welcome. This is the up-to-date guide on how to start dropshipping in 2025. Starting with the first step, product research. See, the truth is, most people will never find a winning product. And the reason is very simple. You focus on the wrong types of products. Now here's the thing, if you follow my strategy, choosing the right product is 90% of the game. And you will make money, I guarantee that. So let me explain. Here you can see what separates a winning product from a fake product. A winning product don't just serve your bank account. It helps the customer. It has factors like solving a problem or adding value to the customer's life. It is a product that has a high margin, something you can sell for at least $20+. And ideally, this would mean a 2 to 3x the supplier cost. And a good winning product is not short-term or trend-based. Now, if you look at a fake winner, this is what many of you are actually going to go for. Fake winning products have a few problems. While they might look good, it simply won't work. And the reason for that is many of them have the wow factor, but no value added. Many people, when they first start dropshipping, will sell products like humidifiers, cool tools and gadgets, or LED lights. Products that do come across as very impulsive for the customer to buy, but they simply don't work. And a big problem with wow factor products is that they can't actually sell on an emotional level. There's no problem being solved where the customer actually wants to make a change in their life. And third, it usually comes with bad margins. Now, just a disclaimer, wow factor products might actually work for you, but you'll be back flipping burgers within 2 weeks. So let me ask you this. Are you just chasing trends or trying to time the market? Maybe you're thinking, oh, this product works for someone else. I guess I'll just sell that too. At least for me, that's exactly what I thought when I first started dropshipping. Or are you actually trying to build a sustainable business here? Even if it's just to make $5,000 a month and have freedom, what are you doing this for? Because quick money is possible, but it has to do with choosing the right product at the right time. Just to show you how fast life can change, one of my students from Norway, he made $25,000 in profit his first month dropshipping. And the reason was simple. He selected the right product and timed the market. And I know what it's like losing money on a product you thought was good. It sucks. So today, let's make dropshipping work for you. So I have 2 methods to find winning products, where one is free and the other one is very cheap but paid. Now both of them work, so don't feel like you're forced to using only one of them. Choose the one that fits you the best. So the first way to find winning products is by using Instagram Reels, and this is by far one of my favorite methods to find products. When you first go on Instagram, you're gonna hit Reels right here, and what might happen to you is that you're not finding dropshipping products. As you can see when I scroll, the only things I'm encountering are amazing products that we can use for dropshipping. Now, if that's not the case for you, I want you to do this. Search up dropshipping products on Instagram. And by the way, make sure you do this on a new account. And simply just go ahead and like a few of them, just so you can optimize your algorithm. Once that's done, you come back to Reels here, you hit a refresh, and before you know it, you're gonna find so many winning products. Like this one, for example, it's saturated, but it's a great example. You put water in your plant and it smiles, or it is sad, explaining to you the health of your plant. So it makes having plants more fun. Here we have another product as well for tennis. This one doesn't fit the criteria so well because it's wow factor. But by scrolling here, every now and then you're gonna encounter amazing products like this one, the toothbrush sterilizer. It shows you the percentage bacteria, as you can see here, inside of your mouth, and it cleans your entire toothbrush and overall makes your life better. So start by researching on Instagram like this. And yes, you're going to find some stupid products, but every now and then you're gonna find the most genius stuff ever, like this one that we're looking at right now. that really enhances your life and make it better. All you have to do next is go on AliExpress, search up keywords for the product and import it to your store. Now the second way to find winning products is by using Winning Hunter. Now this software is paid though, but it is relatively cheap, and as you can see, Winning Hunter gives you a ton of products that you could be selling for your store. Now when you come in, it's going to show a couple of random products, so I like to actually go ahead and optimize it. So we can go with, for example, active ad sets. This shows you if the store is actually running advertisements. So if they're spending money on it, it's a kind of likely that they're making money. So go this number, just like 15 is going to be fine, honestly. Then you can also sort it by Shopify just to make sure it's like kind of drop shipping. If you want, you can also mess with other filters like how much they have spent on ads. Usually if they spent 1,000, the product is profitable. But for today, we're going to apply these simple filters. Then we're going to click dropship ads, so we find products that are actually relevant. And what you're going to find is so many winning products for dropshipping, like this one, for example, which is a camera that's like, it works like a GoPro, you can capture your memories. But you could sell this exact product here as a safety device for someone who, for example, live a place that's not safe. They want to keep track of everything that's going on. So using Winning Hunter is also a very good way. I'm not going to give you like super limited way you have to do it like this. Just mess around with it. You're going to find many good products. I'll link Winning Hunter in the description. They did not sponsor this video or anything. It's just really a great tool to find products. But okay, here's the plot twist. After product researching, you will have your product and it's time to build a store, right? No, you need to make your ads first. Let me explain. You see, doing your video ads first helps you with two things. One, it gives you actual content for your store because your store and landing page have to match the hook and the video ad, not the other way around. And secondly, because you can turn all the videos you make into GIFs and fill it all over your store. Now here is where this guide gets more systematic and advanced. This is how you can actually guarantee success with a product. And it's most likely the place you've been going wrong the whole time. Marketing angles. Now say for example, you found this exact product right here, a shoe sterilizer and dryer. So basically what it does, like if you have kids, they run around, they get their shoes wet, it can dry your shoes in just 30 minutes. Now the issue with this product is most people are just gonna run abroad, but this is where marketing angles come into play. For the shoe dryer, I've come up with 3 marketing angles. Number 1, no more stinky feet. Let's say you have a problem that your shoes always stink and you get bullied in school for it. That's what happened to me. People are calling me stinky and stuff. Or angle number 2, let's say kids are playing outside. You are a parent, you have kids, they're playing outside. You can target the parents who have kids running around getting their shoes wet. Another angle could be football players. Genius one as well because it's niche, so they haven't seen the product before. Or number 3, simply just a foot cleaner. Now this one probably isn't going to work that well because it's broad, so we need to choose an exact audience that we're going to sell to, and we will have so much more success with our product as we will not be competing with everyone. We'll be competing to, a completely different niche. So before you test the product and make your video ads, you need to come up with 3 angles for it. I know you want an easy way to make money. One without competition, right? So why not sell to one country only? Maybe somewhere in Europe, maybe the UK. By doing this, you don't need to complicate things. The market will already be untapped. I don't know, just an idea. Now let's talk about ad creation. It's very simple. Just download some videos from TikTok, Reels, or Facebook and make 3 variants for each angle. There is a software called Snaptic that you can use to download all the videos. And then you can use CapCut, which is an app to make simple video ads. Make all the ads around 10-30 seconds. You can even steal some, that's fine. And your target here is to create 10 video ads variations, okay? And then after that, watch your Facebook ads actually perform. Now here's where things become extremely important though. Your video ads have to appeal to different types of people. They can't be super repetitive. So simply just come over to TikTok like this and search up your product. Then you go to Snaptic, download some different versions and just open up your editing softwares, chop it together, put some different hooks over it, and you'll be good to go. Look, this is where 90% of dropshippers get lazy. They make one ad, it flops, and they quit. Now you, on the other hand, you're making 10, but why? Well, that is because we don't test products, we test angles until we find one that works. This is the difference between hope marketing and building a campaign that prints. And I know that your first video ad might not look amazing, mine didn't either. But just remember that this is all a learning process, okay? Now, like I said, what's important is that your store needs to match the ads. That's it, you'll make money after that. So let's start to design your store. So when you first start using Shopify, I can understand that it all seems very confusing. But at this point, you're already ahead of 90% of people people who end up quitting before even launching their store. And designing decent and beginning-friendly stores like this is actually quite simple. Now, when you're going to start your new dropshipping store, to save some expenses, I will give you my affiliate link. 3 months of Shopify for just $1. So, I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. If you're starting a store, I'll link it in the description so you all can get the discount. This makes it way easier for you to get started without any upfront risk. The first thing we need is to import a product. So for that, there's a million different ways. You can use CJ Dropshipping, DSers, AutoDS, SendDrop. There's a million ways to go. But in this video, the app that I downloaded and connected is AutoDS. What you can do is you can just go over here to add products. Then you can go with single product. Simply just go ahead and navigate over to AliExpress. Let's say you're going to be selling this one. You just import the link here, okay? And you publish it to your store like that. And then after you navigate back, you hit products right here and your product will appear. The next thing you're gonna do is you simply just head into Shopify online store here. You go ahead and customize. You're gonna be sent into this category, which is where you have to experiment a little bit, okay? And here you can add different sections. So you can, for example, add feature product and it's gonna show up right down here. Simply just click here. Select your product on the left menu and you're good to go. Now, here's what actually matters when you're dropshipping. It really is not your homepage. It's the product page that you can find right here. So this is the page where you're going to send your customers where they're going to decide whether or not they're going to buy. For this is much easier than you think. The only section you have to work with, and by the way, everything is customized on the left menu here, is to add the section that's called image with text right here. And all of these are actually image with text. You see here is the image, so that's fill. Then we got the text here, which is the heading. And then under, we got the actual text. But if any of you wonder what is a great simple layout for beginners, it's just picture, paragraph, headline, picture, paragraph, headline, picture. Just like the one I went for here. Now, a good store has 4 criteria. Number 1, the vibe and colors. Go for 2 main colors and make it line up. Your store needs a personality and a story. The second thing you need is UGC, user-generated content. This means real people using your product. Ideally, if you can find, this gives instant social proof. Download videos, once again on TikTok, fill it up on your website so they can see real people using it. Number 3, good copywriting. Writing words that sell. This is the most important, and ChatGPT can be your friend there. Also having reviews. Using an app like Luke's Reviews can gain you trust. Luke's Reviews is this app right here. You just go to the Shopify App Store, you download it, just follow the steps. It's very easy. It'll take you 30 seconds. That gives you reviews at the bottom of your store too to help look a little bit more legit. But what actually matters is your product page. So don't make it boring and be creative here, okay? You can simply just copy other stores and switch up a few things if you're stuck. Once again, they can be found by searching your products up on TikTok, heading to the account, going to the link in their bio, and you will be on their store. So okay, your store is set up and it's time to make real money. The final chapter, Facebook ads. This is where things go advanced, and this is where I'm gonna beat the other YouTubers. So let's set up ads so good that your customers simply can't reject your offer. So we're inside of the Facebook Ads Manager. This is not so difficult. I know it looks very confusing when you first enter, but it doesn't have to be that way, okay? All of your stuff is done by just starting with creating a campaign. Then you're gonna go to sales campaign, and I got a full Facebook ad guide for you that you should watch after this. Simply go ahead and create a campaign. Then what I want you to do is to name it the product name, obviously. Come down here. For your budget, we're gonna go with $50 a day. That doesn't mean you have to spend 50. We can cut early if it doesn't work. Don't mess with anything I don't mention. You see catalog here, fuck that, okay? You see A/B test, don't touch anything. Select the pixel you're gonna be using. For the conversion events, we're gonna go with purchase. Then simply scroll down here. I recommend you start your ads in the morning next day, so for example 6 a.m. Then you're gonna come down here and you're not gonna touch anything. That's literally how simple it is. Everything we're running on Facebook is completely broad, so only focus on changing the actual date of when you're running your ads, putting in your pixel, and purchase as the event. Now, what we need to do next, so then you're gonna come into the next page, which is where it's a little bit more advanced, but still very simple. I want you to scroll down here, and you're gonna go for manual upload, single image or video. Then you're gonna set up creative, so we can, for example, go with video ad. Now, this is gonna be blurred because it's my winning product, but you're just gonna go ahead and upload your ad. Then you can put here, for example, like, no more neck pain, you know? Headline 50% off sale, something like that. Switch learn more here to shop now. Okay, so shop now, it's gonna be right here. Go next and simply just upload. So with that being done, your video is now uploaded. You can put free worldwide shipping as your headline. Then as you can see, that's gonna appear right over here. Then for the headline, you can do like neck pain relief. Obviously come up with something better, but I'm just showing you guys how to navigate the ad set. And then for the description, you can put like stop it now. This is all gonna appear when you actually start your ad set. Now, the next thing you're gonna do is you're just gonna duplicate the ad here and you're gonna put in another. So we have on our left here a campaign, we have an ad set, and inside the ad set we have a creative. We're simply just gonna go ahead and duplicate that one once, okay? Then we're gonna come down to the media here. We're simply just gonna change the video. That's why I told you to make 10 variants. Simply just upload your next video, and what you're gonna have now is one ad set with 2 videos, okay? I told you to make 10. What we're gonna do now is to duplicate our ad set 4 times, and what that is gonna give you, just look at this right now, is 10 ads. So each one of these that you can see right here are going to be your different videos. So we have one campaign, 5 ad set, and each ad set has 2 videos inside of it, or pictures, gonna total 10. So for example, these 2 can be towards parents, these 2 can be towards football players that have stinky shoes, these can be towards just a broad angle, these 2 can be just picture ads, and this last one can be another audience, okay? Now, once that's done, it's gonna look something like this. One campaign, $50 a day. Inside of it, we have 5 ad sets, and inside of there, we have all our videos. Very simple ad setup. You're gonna let that run for $20 to $30 and then make the decision. And by the way, I also teach this. The ads manager we're inside of right now, which is making over 100K a month profit, is one of my students' accounts. So if you're looking to work with me personally one-on-one and be a part of my dropshipping mentorship program, you can send me a message on Instagram right here. So here's a few scenarios that can happen after a test. Number 1 is you get 0 sales. If that's the case, just cut the campaign. Sometimes you can also relaunch it. What I mean by that is you can try some new video ads, some pictures. Now the second scenario is you get 1 sale. If that's the case, just leave it running another 12 hours and test more creatives in a new campaign. The third scenario is 2+ sales. Increase the campaign budget and wait for scenario 4, which is 3 sales in 1 ad set. Now here's a campaign with that exact scenario. It has an ad set with more than 3 sales. It's sitting at 5. You can simply just duplicate that ad set and put it into its own campaign. Then the next thing you do is you come down to the current campaign and you go ahead and increase the budget from $50 to $60, then the next day $80, you work your way up to $100, and before you know it, you have $1,000 campaigns just like we have right here. So Facebook ads itself really doesn't have to be that difficult. One of the metrics you want to pay attention to when testing is your CPC and your click-through rate. If your cost per click, which is the CPC, is above $1 selling to any other country than USA, then it's not very good and probably not going to be profitable. If it's under $1, that's amazing. This is how much you pay for a click. In US, this can be upwards to $2 and it's fine. Now, click-through rate as well. This is how many people click in your ads, and this is going to tell you one thing, that if your ads are actually interesting to people, right? If that is 3%, that means 3% clicks. Pretty good. But if it's less than 2, then you are not in a good situation. So pay attention to CPC and CTR when you're testing your products. Ideally, it's making sales, and that's how we judge. But if it's not, then just pay attention to these and cut the campaign. If it doesn't work, make new creatives, launch a new campaign. And if that doesn't work, don't be attached to the product. Just run a new one, because winning products, they work naturally and they're going to make money the first day. Many of the students I have, when we hit winners, they're making $1,000 within the next day. That's how you know you hit a winning product, and dropshipping does come down to a little bit of testing. But anyways, that's how you start dropshipping in 2025. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up and like it, because that helps me with the channel. I also have a free Telegram where I teach you guys everything I know about business, so why not join that one? So make sure you guys subscribe, and I'll see you soon.